Hi everybody, happy Monday. Welcome to today's class. And today's class is going to be cardio conditioning. We're going to have a nice warm up, everyone. And then we're going to do an exercise for 45 seconds, have about a 15-second rest, and then another exercise for 45 seconds. There's about 8 to 10 exercises, and then we're going to repeat them depending on time. Okay, so let's get ourselves nicely warmed up. So we're going to have the hands behind and we're just going to flick the heels up to the tailbone there. Just flick the heels up to the tailbone. So just warming up the hamstrings. So start the warm up quite gentle. We don't need to put any impact in, especially if you've got any injuries. So always remember to take care if you've got any problems with your knees, for example, and you don't want to do any jumping. You don't need to do jumping to get your heart rate up. Okay, so let's just pick the heels up. You can have a little move around if you've got some space. Keep the heels flicking up. Let's do about 8 more of these. So we'll go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then let's take a tap to the side, take the arm across the body. Tap to the side, arm across the body. Keep that going. So I hope you had a good weekend, everyone. Don't know if you built any snowmen or anything like that. They're all starting to melt here now. Keep going, arm across the body, starting to warm up across the chest. Let's do about 8 more of these. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Then take a tap behind. Put your hands on your hips first of all and just take a little tap behind you. When you do this tap behind, lean forwards just a little bit. Lean forwards just a little bit. And then you can add some arms. You can do some biceps. You can do some bench presses. You can do some overhead presses. Whatever feels comfortable, you can do some tricep extensions. Just keep these going. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take it into a lunge and add a knee. Lunge, knee. Let's do about 8 on each side. Okay, that's 4, 5, 6. Now, before we do the other side, 7. Before we do the other side, just hold the lunge for a moment and just do really fast arms. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7. Just warm up the upper body. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the other foot in front. Lunge, knee. Lunge, knee. Always check that your front knee is above your ankle bone. Your knees and toes always point forwards. Let's do 4 more of those. 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's hold that lunge, everyone. And arms. 10, 9, 8. This is a good core exercise, this one. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go straight down on the floor here and get a nice hip flexor stretch. So walk that front foot forwards and drop into kind of half splits. And then take the hands behind and bring your elbows towards one another and open across your chest. You can take the arms back here if you prefer. Take a nice little gaze up. Smile. Good. Keep going. And then to get this hamstring and calf stretch, send the hip back and bring the toe towards you. Try and rotate the pelvis up and over. Keep this knee soft. We don't want to lock out the knee and put pressure on that knee. So keep that knee soft. Good. Let's change legs, everybody. So let's put the other foot in front. And then just wiggle the toes forward. Again, check that the front knee sits directly above your inner ankle bone and your knee and toe point forwards. And then we get this nice stretch in the quad here, up through this hip flexor. And then think about sending the tailbone gently down. This time round across the back. And then raise the arms up above the head. And then draw it back. So bring the front toe towards you. So I'm doing these classes on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. On Mondays and Wednesdays, I'm doing more of a cardio class. On Tuesday and Thursday, I'll be doing more body conditioning strength exercises, and on Sunday, stretch. So that we get a good full sort of fitness. Okay, let's come up. Let's see if you can turn yourselves around, and we'll go side to side. A little bit of a stretch there on our inside thighs. And then round your back up and come up shoulders, and then bring your legs in. Okay, so we should be nice and warm now and ready to go. So we've got about 45 seconds on each of these exercises. All right, so the first one we're going to do is called a repeater knee. You would do this in a step class. You have one foot in front and then you're just repeatedly lifting the knee up. All right, we're going to split this into two. So we do it about 20 seconds on each side. You ready? Put one foot in front, other leg behind, arms up. Let's go. Okay, repeater knee, repeater knee. Good. Big arm movements is going to get the heart rate up. So if you're feeling a bit tired today, you just keep it small like this and slow it down a little bit more. If you want to speed it up, add some extra arms, then do. Okay, so you can make this your workout depending on how you're feeling today. Swap sides, other foot in front. Let's go. Repeater knee, repeater knee. Big arm movements, big leg movements. Everyone's going to get that heart rate up. Keep going. All right, we've got another 10 seconds, everyone. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. The next exercise is a walking plank. You can watch this first one if you like. I'm going to reach, touch the toes, walk out into a plank. I've got to pull my belly up at this point, and then I walk back, bend the knees, and reach up. You ready? Off you go. Walking plank, reach up, bend the knees, walk into the plank, pull the navel up, walk back, and reach. Keep going. It's all about technique. Don't look at the feet at this point here. Keep looking directly ahead of your hands, but you are looking down at the floor. So what you're aiming for is a nice straight line going from the crown of the head to the tailbone, with the belly drawing up towards the spine. Keep going while I check the watch. Got another 5 seconds, see if you can get another one in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, up you come. The next one's a ladder climb. All right, so it's this one. All right, so it's like you're climbing up a ladder. Ready? Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, ladder climbs. So you can pick the knees up. You can do it slow, you know, do whatever you feel like doing. As long as you're moving, you've done the hardest bit, you've got to the class, you've tuned in. All right, so you do whatever you feel like doing. You can always do some fast ones and then some slow ones. That's quite a good way if you're feeling tired, but you do want to kind of put some oomph into it. Do a few fast and then a few slow. Keep going. You've got another 15 seconds. You can travel it a little bit. So maybe face one way for about 10. Maybe face the other way for 10. Yeah, if you've got some space. Last 5 seconds. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. We're coming down onto the floor, okay? So come down. So for this one, you can either keep your hips on the floor and then you touch the opposite foot with the hands. Or if you're in the mood, you can lift the hips up off the floor and do it here. And then you get a bit more of a core workout as well. Remember, you've got the option of swapping it around. Let's go. Opposite hand to foot. So to get it cardio, you've got to pick up the pace a little bit. If you want to bring a bit more strength into it, lift up and go from there. Okay, keep going, everyone. You can do a few up and a few down. You know, if that's what, if you are tired, but you do want to try and get your heart rate up and you do want to work hard, just do a few hard ones, yeah, and then do some lighter ones. Keep going. You've got another 5 seconds left on this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're staying down. We're going to turn over. This is our squat thrusts. With the squat thrust, keep the body weight on the arms. The feet are nice and light. Squat thrusts. And here. Try not to do this. I see a lot of people doing this on the spot. All right, the legs come in like that, yeah? Let's go. Squat thrust. Super fast, everyone. Get lots of weight into the upper body so that your feet are nice and light. If you get tired, pause, have a little rest, and then go again. So remember, you can always pause. You can always do a few more and then rest, and then go again. Keep going, everybody. We've got another 15 seconds on those squat thrusts. You're doing well. Don't stop now, okay? You've got another 10 seconds. Another 5 now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come up. The next one is frog jumps. For the frog jumps, if you just watch a sec, you jump forwards, land on your lily pad, and then you run back. So you could step forwards, squat, and walk back if you wanted to. You ready? Let's go. Down, back. And again. Down and back. And again. Down and back. And again. Down and back. Keep going, everybody. Nice deep squat. When you squat, check that your knees are over your ankles. Your knees aren't in front there. Check that your spine is long and your belly is up and you're not rounding. All right? So check your technique. Last 15 seconds. Good. Keep going, everyone. 5 seconds. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. The next one, hopefully you've got a little bit of room. We're going to do a wide squat, maybe 2 of them to the side, and then 2 back. If you don't have much room, you just go to one side, feet together, other side. It's a wide squat, so turn the knees and toes out. You ready? Okay, let's go. Wide squat. Good. Nice deep bend in the knees. So as I said before, you don't need to jog to get heart rate up. Big movements in the legs and the upper body. Keep going. Nice and deep in the squats. If you want to work hard, you just get deeper. Get deeper. Make sure those knees and toes are pointing in the same direction. Good. Keep going. Nearly there on this one. 5 seconds. Keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're coming back down on the floor. We're going to think about abs. So let's lie down. And we'll do some abdominal crunches. Take the feet away. Support the weight of your head. Pull the navel to the spine. And we lift. Up and again. Now, keep going with your abdominal crunches. Visualize the muscles that you're working here. They are the muscles that attach from the pubic bone up to your breastbone and the low ribs. This is your 6-pack, everyone. As you come up, those muscles contract. As you lower down, they relax under control. Make sure at the top of the lift you contract them deeply. So you hold, squeeze them, and then down. Pull the navel back towards your spine. Keep going. All right, we've got a few more. Keep going. Let me check our watches. All right, we're done on that one, everyone. Let's come back up. So we're going to go through those exercises again from the first one, the repeater knee. All right, so remember the repeater knee if you just joined us. Hi, I'm V, Fit and 30. You ready? Repeater knee, about 20 seconds on each leg. Let's go. Good. Keep going. Really pick that knee up. Nice big movements. You know the exercises now. You can just go for it. Keep going, everyone. Keep going on this side. Push, pull, push, pull. Okay, you ready to swap it over? Let's change legs. Let's go. Good. Reach and pull. Bringing that knee up. Keep going. Keep it moving. Well done, everybody. Nearly there. Just a few more. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next one was the walking planks. Remember to keep that navel drawing back towards your spine. Remember to keep length from the tailbone to the crown of the head and the spine long. So we go down to the floor. This is where we need to be strong in the quads, core, and then back and reach. And again, walk along. Strong in the quads and the core, back and reach. Keep going. You can speed them up as long as you maintain good technique. Feel free to speed these up. Keep going, everybody. Let me check the watch as you carry on. 15 seconds left. This gets the heart rate up, works your deep lower abdominals, tones your quads, upper body strength required too. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Up you come. All right. Ladder climbs. You ready? Let's go. Ladder climbs. So remember, you can slow the old process down if you want to. You can speed it up. You can turn it to the side. You can turn it to face back. You can turn it again. You can go in the other direction. And again, keep going, everyone. Keep going up that ladder. Well done. Just keep yourselves moving. You always feel so much better once you've done a bit of moving around. Keep going on that ladder, everybody. 15 seconds now. All right, we've got the last 10 seconds. Really go for it, people. Keep going up, 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 up. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Well done. Let's come down. The next one is the opposite hand to foot. Remember, hips can be up off the floor or hips can stay down on the floor. 45 seconds. You ready? Let's go. Opposite hand to foot. Good. Good. Well done. You've got a bit of a rotation going on here. So as well as getting the heart rate up, a little bit of work for your obliques. Your obliques are the muscles on the sides of your waist. Okay? Keep going. And obviously you don't have to reach your foot. You can just reach your knee. Keep that moving. That's my phone going off. Keep going. So maybe pick it up, have a go like this. Even if it means you've got to slow it down. The advantage of doing this one is you work the core more because there's an element of balance involved there. Keep going. 10 seconds. Come on then. Let's push. Push, 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 push. Go for it. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Excellent. Turn over. You've got those squat thrusts. Get the body weight into the arms. Your legs are nice and light. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Squat thrust. Push, push. Keep working. Work hard. If you get tired, have a little rest and go again. Keep going. If you get tired, have a little rest and go again. Keep going, everybody. Got 20 seconds left now. If you don't want to be bouncing about, that's your other option. There's always something you can do. Yeah? So keep that moving, everyone. Let's have a check of the time. All right, you've only got another 5 seconds now. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's come up. Okay, you should be a little bit out of breath now. We're going to do our frog jumps. So with our frog jumps, bend the knees and jump back. You ready? Let's go. Jump, squat, run back. Keep going. If you're tired, walk forward, a nice squat, walk back. If you're tired, nice squat, walk back. All about technique, everyone. So feel free to work as hard as you like every day. Sometimes you can't face going to a class because you're feeling tired. If that's you, then you just come to the class and you still do it, but you just do it at a lower level. You'll feel much better afterwards. Okay, well done. You're done on that one. Side squats. Yeah. Wide legs, deep squat, travel. If you've got lots of room, you can just keep traveling. You can keep going. All right, if you haven't got much room, then you literally can just go to one side here and then the other side there. Use the space that you've got. Keep that going, everyone. So this one's going to tone our quads, the fronts of the thighs, our glutes, our hamstrings. And if we keep length here and keep the navel drawn up towards the spine, we'll also be toning the core. Deep lower abdominal muscles in the lower back. All right, keep that going. Now we've got about 10 seconds left. See if you can go just a little bit deeper. Just a little bit deeper. And again. And we're done. We're on the ab crunches. Let's lie down. So let's take the feet away. Head and shoulders lifted. Support the weight of your head. And we crunch up and down. Crunch, 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 crunch. Keep going. Think about where you're working. You're shortening here between your pubic bone and your breastbone. If your neck is hurting, it's because you're not supporting the weight of the head or your head's tilted too far back. Hands at the back of the head. Relax the neck. This is the last one. You can have a little stretch after this one. Keep it going, everybody. Squeeze and relax. Good. And I promise you that, you know, sometimes, as I said before, you can't be bothered to sort of do the class, or the idea of doing it is sometimes a bit overwhelming or a bit too much. But even if you come and you only do 5 minutes, I promise you, if you come with the intention of doing a few minutes, you'll probably do a few more. And even if you only do half the class, 10 minutes of the class, give yourself a pat on the back for actually attempting to come and do it, okay? So always, you know, you can always come. If you change your mind, you just disappear. That's the beauty of doing the classes like this. You do what you feel like doing, and don't give yourself a hard time if you don't complete the whole thing, all right? But you will feel better. If you do 5 minutes or 30 minutes, you will feel better for it. Okay, let's have a stretch out, everyone. Take your arms and your legs out. Have a really nice stretch there. Point your toes away. And then let's hug the right knee into the chest. Circle into that hip. Circle it the other way. Bit of a stretch there into our glute. Take the leg up, bring the toe towards you. Don't worry if the knee is bent. Start to feel the stretch here in the back of your leg into your calf. And as the toes come towards you, really lengthening into that Achilles there. And then slide that leg along the floor. Hug the other knee into your chest. And then start to circle into that hip. Good. And then circle the other way. And then take the leg up, holding onto the back of the calf or holding onto the back of the thigh. Draw the toe towards you. So again, don't worry about whether the leg is straight or not. If you feel a pulling in the back of the leg, don't keep forcing it straight. Just relax there for a moment. Good, well done. Bring both knees in, roll over onto your side and come up into sitting. Let's take a reach over to the side. And then a reach over to the other side. Let's take the hands behind here and lift the chest. And then reach across here. Now, just before we go, we're going to come over to our hands and knees, and we're just going to have a little look at the technique of the plank position. All right. So when you come to your hands and knees, there's a few things that you really need to think about, which are going to help you in your plank position. So if we have the hands down, shoulder width apart, and get the middle finger pointing forwards, and then have your shoulders here directly above your wrists. Now your inner elbows, when you've got your hands down like that, the elbows can swivel. All right, they can swivel. You want your inner elbows facing one another and a feeling of the upper arms rotating out slightly, and the shoulders must pull away from the ears. And you must press into the floor. So when you push into the floor, you lift up between your shoulder blades. So if you just have a quick peek at the space between my shoulder blades, it's a little bit difficult to see, but if I don't push away from the floor, lift up, I sink like this. So I need to push. Notice the difference. I'm not bending or straightening my elbows. I'm sinking my chest down into the shoulder joint, and now I'm lifting out of the shoulder joint. And that little difference makes a massive difference in your plank. If you are sinking, it's very difficult to hold a plank. It puts a lot of pressure into the shoulder. So we've got to make sure that we lift out of the shoulder, and then we've got to think about our pelvis here. Now our pelvis here can move, and that affects the shape of our lower back and our belly dropping or lifting. So that is not what we want, with the tailbone lifting up and the belly dropping in this deep lumbar curve in the spine. So what we do want is a feeling of pulling the navel up and the tailbone slightly moving away. It's not tucking under where you're rounding like this. It's kind of a neutral position. So the belly is sucking up without the whole of the spine rounding. So we get this nice straight line from the tailbone to the crown of the head. So the head is another thing that people often have problems with. They either lift it back and look forwards like that and pinch in the back of the neck and open the throat too much, or they tuck the chin in and look at the legs, in which case the head is dropping down. Another thing people do is they let the head sink like that, in the same way as they sink between the shoulder blades, and then the belly sinks. So we need to pull the back of the head, this bit, up towards the sky. We need to push away from the floor and lift up between the shoulder blades. We need to pull our shoulders away from our ears, and we need to pull our navel up. And then we take one leg out, toe tucking under, heel pushing away, and we've got all of that length in the body. This muscle here, the quad, wants to engage. The toe needs to tuck under and the heel needs to push away. What we don't want is to have the foot in that position. Okay, really important that the toe tucks under, the heel pushes away, and contract that muscle there. And then once you're there, you're super strong, and then the other leg goes out. Okay, and then you're in a really, really strong plank position that you're going to be able to hold for a reasonable length of time. Keep the idea of pulling the navel up and away from the floor. And then if you really want to work your abdominals super hard, come on to one hand. So you come onto the fingertip of one hand without tilting the body to the side. And as you come onto that fingertip, every single abdominal muscle there is going to fire up. And then try the other side. Every single abdominal muscle there is going to fire up. And that's your super strong plank. You can try it with the feet together to see if you find that harder. You can try it with the feet wide to see if you find that easier. If you struggle with doing it from the hands, you do it from your forearms, and the body is in a straight line here. All right. If you struggle with holding the position, you can do a half plank where the knees drop to the floor, but we've still got the straight line from the tailbone to the crown of the head, and the belly is up, and you're pushing away from the floor through those arms. So the key to this is the length from the tailbone to the crown of the head, the navel drain towards the spine. All right. So let's just come into our plank, and we'll see if we can hold our plank super strong with all those key points in mind for 45 seconds, and then we've finished. All right. So let's come to our hands and knees. Let's have a little recap. Fingers point forwards, shoulders directly above wrists, inner elbows facing one another. Push away from the floor and lift up between your shoulder blades. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Lift the back of the head up, crown of the head points directly forwards, and you're looking down between your hands. Now suck the belly up and feel like you're gently moving the tailbone away from the center of the back. All right. And then we're going to take one leg out, tuck the toe under, contract the quad and lengthen the hamstring. Take the other leg out, contract the quad, lengthen the hamstring. Still get the sensation of pushing the floor away from you, pulling your shoulders away from your ears. Back of the head up, crown of the head forwards, belly lifting. Quads engaged. Breathe. Stay there for me. See if it makes a difference whether your feet are closer together or whether they are wider apart. We've got 30 more seconds, everyone. Keep breathing. Twenty more seconds. Last 10. And then drop your knees, stretch back. And relax. We're done, everybody. Well done. Thanks for coming today. Hope that helped, that little technique in the plank position, because when we go into our walking planks, etc., we need to have super good techniques. We don't hurt the lower back. Have a great day, everyone. And I might see you tomorrow. Okay. Or I might see you Wednesday, Thursday, or Sunday. Take care. See you later. Bye.